Bienvenidos a otro episodio de Buscando por McGuffin. Con tu...
Host?
Nope. Con... Host, is that a word?
Con
Oh, tus presentadores is good. English to Spanish.
Con-
Say host. Hosts. Antifa.
What?
Oh no. It says anfitriones.
What?
Anfitriona.
Good luck saying that.
Masculino anfitrión.
What the? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Anfitrión. Con tus anfitriones.
I'm just gonna say presentador.
Wait, but I say that line.
Presentador.
Oh, you're gonna do it? You're gonna say it?
I thought this was part of the bit, man. This is a really
This
good
is
one.
the intro right now? We already did it? Okay. Oh, we didn't clap.
That's why we gotta do that.
Damn it! I thought that was part of the episode.
You should put it in the show notes.
I mean, this should.
That
just
one
be
doesn't
part,
even make sense.
This should just be part of the episode.
Okay.
Showing,
But then-
showing the rust.
Maybe that's when, the music comes in.
This is the rust.
So do I not do the intro again?
Yeah, do it in Spanish.
Okay. Bienvenidos a... Wait, what is it? Welcome to... Oh, we clap now? Okay. Bienvenidos a otro
You said
episodio...
we clap now and you don't clap?
Well, because...
How is that going to help Danny out?
Bienvenidos a otro episodio de Buscando a McGuffin con tus antifritio...
Con tus antifas.
No,
Anfitriones.
anfitriones.
Con tus habichuelas.
Oh, Jorge.
Gabriel.
Y Link.
¿Cómo se dice link?
El Link.
En español.
El Link.
El link.
El
El link.
El Link.
enlace.
Huh.
I have always heard people say Link.
So, we're back.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while.
Did you miss us?
Did you miss us?
I missed you guys.
Oh, yeah, because we haven't all been in the same room, I think, for...
When you say I miss you guys, you mean the audience? You mean us? Who do you miss?
Both.
Both? Oh,
Both of them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel
Why not
that's
both?
good. I don't feel that special.
Good.
Why? Our listeners are just as special as you are. Your beloved antifio... I'm never going to get that word wrong.
Antrifiones.
Anti-inflammatory.
Antrifiones.
This week's episode is called The Boys Are Back in Town.
Los niños han regresado a la ciudad.
I don't think town is... I mean, it's close. You don't
Al
have to-
pueblo.
Al pueblo, yeah.
El
That's it.
pueblito.
Al pueblito viejo.
Because this week we're going to talk all about Amazon Prime's hit series, The Boys.
Woo!
I've only seen the episodes that matter.
I haven't seen the last season. I don't think I ever will.
I've seen those 2 episodes.
I haven't seen those 2 episodes.
It just so happens that when
gonna be a
Gabriel was watching them, I was there. No context as to what was going on.
Where were we watching?
Was I scratching
Here.
my nose?
Oh, I was just here watching them.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's not what we're going to talk about. The Boys Are Back in Town. We're going to talk about that old song. Oh man, I really should have figured out who sings that song. Boys are back in town. Who is that? Go ahead, Vamp while I figure that out.
No idea.
The boys.
How you been, Link?
I've been good, man. I'm back in town. If you hadn't heard, I'm back.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know. We haven't seen each other.
Oh, Thin Lizzy. It's Thin Lizzy.
Never heard of them.
Never couldn't tell you that.
I don't know who that is.
What you been up to?
You know, just living life. You get me? Getting
In the fast lane?
more on the slow lane.
There's no such thing as the slow lane.
I don't like the fast lane. It's too fast for me.
Too furious?
I like it. You know,
Slow?
slow and with the grandmas and the minivans. That's how I like my driving.
There's a
You
Leonard
choose
Cohen
to live
song.
in Miami?
And I choose to live in Miami. I don't choose to live in Miami. Miami chose me.
I put that on a t-shirt.
Okay, The Rock.
Or Pitbull.
I guess we're getting to the point of this episode, right? It's to re-engage not just with one another, but with our audience, the few of you that are left behind after we just
One or two.
ghosted you for about 7 weeks there.
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
Yeah, so we haven't been in the studio for 6 weeks, and by the time you're listening to this, it's been 7. So we just wanted to catch up with one another and see what we've been up to, and you can hit us back and tell us what you guys have been up to, and we probably won't answer you, but you can answer each other, I guess.
No, we'll do better.
Who is each other?
If you send something, we'll respond.
Okay.
Where are they going to send something to?
I don't know. You're the social media.
Write to
platform.
me, Stickly 305-963, New York City, New York State.
Just in a singing mood today.
10108. Okay.
So much rock band, huh?
Yeah. 4-night festival.
Is
Anyways,
that what you've been doing in the past?
that is not what I've been doing. We'll get to what I've been doing in a minute. I mean, who's gonna start? Can we just start? We only got.
I mean, I asked Link.
You didn't put the timer on.
He was
did
talking about the slow lane.
We did not put the timer, so it's okay.
Let's just say it was 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes
The
ago,
roast,
right?
guys.
All right. So what have I been up to? I'm a very private person. I don't like people knowing what I've been up to.
But I think some things are too important to not share with
Yes.
our. I don't want to say fans, but again, listeners,
Our
viewers,
family.
Our clients.
our family. No,
If we're therapists, they are our
Patience.
patients. There we go.
I am not a therapist. But I think you need to come open. The reason that we haven't had the show is because Link got married 6 weeks ago. It came suddenly.
Yeah, I haven't bought the ring yet.
That's what she said.
I don't have a ring. You don't need to have a ring.
I just haven't. I've been kind of lazy. But yeah, I got
To get married or to get the ring?
no, to get the ring.
Why do you keep pointing to your right hand? That's not where it goes.
He's a
As you can tell,
he's
I'm
an
new at
international
this.
man.
I'm new at this whole marriage thing. I don't even know where the ring goes.
Do you know in Jewish weddings they put it on the index finger, and they hold it up so that everybody can see it?
What?
Yeah, I was watching Fiddler on the Roof, and I was like, "That's
Interesting.
interesting." And then I looked it up.
Well, I didn't have a Jewish wedding. I'm
Why not?
not Jewish.
What about her?
She's not Jewish,
You're right.
so that's why we didn't have a Jewish wedding.
I wasn't invited, so I didn't know.
No one was invited. It was
private. You're a private
just
person?
Me,
I
a
heard
very
you-
private person. Me, my wife. Oh, I can now say that. My wife.
Oh, we'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know me. I can say that all the time.
So she's from
No, I'm saying we will see how long the marriage lasts.
Oh,
Before
oh.
you can't say it if you don't have
Yeah,
one.
that's true. We're still in the
Friend zone.
no. What's that stage in the job where, like, you don't know if you're fully hired
The
yet?
The honeymoon
period?
period.
The probation period of the job.
Oh yeah, honeymoon period would make sense. So of course you chose probation period.
So I got like, is it what 2 months?
Is it
I
what?
feel like it's 6 months, brother.
6 months. It's 6 months to see if
I figure like
if
I'd
she
just be
returns
fired
me
at
or
any time.
not. So I'm excited for
Like
that.
returns you to like a country or
Returns me back
it's
to
like
my
90
mom.
Day Fiance?
Back to my mom. But I'm excited.
Would she take you back, your mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, man, I'm excited to see where this takes us. I'm on my best behavior. I'm peacocking, like trying to.
Wait, if you're still on the probationary period, does that mean you haven't consummated though?
Like I said, I'm a very private person.
Okay, that's
and
fair.
I usually yes and stuff, but I want to be private out of respect towards my wife.
Which her name
My
is?
wife.
No
once
answer
again,
is also an answer.
Once again, I like to keep that stuff private.
Are you gonna introduce her to your family at some point, or?
I introduced her to my mom, my grandma. You guys haven't been part of my life. You guys haven't been in my life for a while. Recently,
It's like 6 weeks.
6 weeks. I haven't really been able to show you my new wife.
Unless we restart the show, we'll never get a
You
meet
would
your
have
wife.
never.
Yeah.
I sent a picture of her to Gabriel. I'm like, yo, just got married.
Face or
Yeah, of course.
I think my response was just nice.
It was a quite.
where did you
up.
meet her?
Thumbs
Was it
up.
on your travels at all, or?
Where did I meet her?
You met her in Colombia, right?
I met her in Colombia. That's right. I was in Colombia a few weeks ago.
This part is
I
true.
heard
That's
that
part
there
of-
was like kind of like a little competition between two women
Really?
over Link.
Oh, I saw those. I did see those photos.
They were pictures.
Excuse me. It
Yeah.
was
It was
three.
three.
It was
Sorry,
three
it was
women.
three. It was three. It was three. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I thought we weren't counting the one that was in the terrorist group known as the FARC.
It's called
The
Las FARC.
Las FARC.
It's-
Oh, sorry.
Come on.
It's female?
I don't know. You got me. It's mostly men, I think.
Yeah. So why is it La Spark?
She's the first. She's a trailblazer. She's a pioneer.
That's fair.
So yeah, no, I met her in Colombia. We I went with an organization and she liked what we were doing with this organization. She wanted a T-shirt for it, and I'm like, I don't got one. But then I told her, you know what, I can get you one. I have an extra one.
And that was
all you got to do is marry me.
That was practically the ring.
And that was pretty much it. Like after that, we just started talking, and
they're conservative.
We got married, and she got married in the T-shirt I gave her. So I thought that was full circle.
That is full circle. That's
Like a ring.
Like a ring, exactly.
This was
that
like
I don't have.
This was like ours because you don't have a ring because you got her a T-shirt.
I did, but I mean, I got her a ring now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice. Rings are expensive. I don't.
Yeah.
Did you buy one?
I bought an engagement ring and then she lost it.
Oof.
But then he also has a ring downstairs.
A wrestling ring?
No, the
in front
ring,
of your door.
the ring bell.
Oh, the ring doorbell, yeah.
Yeah.
I also for the 10th anniversary we got those rubber rings, and
Oh,
it
those are
turns
pretty
out
good.
I'm allergic, so I got eczema. So I stopped wearing it after a few months, but I still have the eczema.
Oh man, permanent
You were allergic
allergies.
to what?
I guess the rubber in
The
the ring,
silicone.
because it broke out on the finger it actually broke out on the finger adjacent to it by rubbing against it, but now it's spread to my other hand now.
Okay, but we're talking about my marriage now.
I apologize.
So, come on, bro.
Did you get any burning sensations or rashes
No, not at all.
in Colombia? Because there's the weather. And
Not
the
at
food.
all. It was good.
that's
It was
fun.
all good. It was nice and cool. It was like
How was the food
food where?
in Colombia?
Oh, in Colombia, it was always good. It's always good.
How
Gary.
else would you have answered that question?
I wasn't sure if you meant the food at our wedding.
Oh, was the wedding in Colombia?
No, it was here because she needed the papers. So, I'm not allowed to say that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Danny. All right, Danny. I need you to edit this out, Danny. I can't have Las Fark hear this.
He doesn't listen sometimes before he
Oh,
edits.
boy.
He just does it right before publication. So
All right, Biden.
it's like 50-50.
I got married out of love. All right. Don't ruin this for me, man. Don't ruin. You know how hard it was for me to get married, to find a woman, and now you're gonna take her away from me. If you take my woman away from you,
Don't
I'm
say
voting.
it. No, don't say
You know who I'm gonna vote for. You know that's how I'm gonna get you back. And guess what? I'm not paying by student loans. If you don't, if you take my wife,
I think
my wife.
I think you have to do that either way. I think.
But yeah, man. So I've been having a good time.
Okay.
Being married, it's weird.
Sounds weird.
It's
Also, I'm sure if you vote the other way, I think your wife is definitely bye-bye.
Nah, man, it works for the Cubans in Miami. But yeah, I'm excited. It's an exciting season in my life, and let's see where this goes. I don't think I want to have children yet.
I mean, that's fair. It's been a couple days.
It's been like 6 weeks.
It was
5
right
weeks?
away. Like we had an
5
episode and then you got married the next day.
like 4 weeks. It's been a month. It's been like a month. But
30 days is days.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's
so,
longer than the Fall Guy lasted in theaters.
Exactly.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, man. So let's see where this goes. And one day I'm gonna introduce you guys to her. We'll have her on
the show.
Yeah.
Oh man, we need to center this whole season around that.
Yeah, exactly. About
All right,
my
guys.
wife.
Tell your family, your friends to all tune into the show. Otherwise, we won't get to see Link's wife eventually.
Exactly. You know what? That's how we're gonna get more viewers.
That's
We're gonna
right.
show you my wife. So yeah, that's been my update.
That's beautiful.
I'm happy for
I
you.
like to be private, but for you guys,
Yeah.
since
You don't want to give
let me
details
be
about
a
your.
little- let's be a little bit vulnerable here. So yeah, I'm excited.
I'm proud of you. I
mean,
can't.
the most eligible bachelor finally.
I can't put my
taken
hand
out
on
the
it.
streets.
Exactly. All it took was a T-shirt.
If you would have known that this
So
whole
guys,
time.
all you just have to do is buy her a T-shirt.
The
Give her
right
a
T-shirt.
The right T-shirt. You get me? Many times you're trying to take off the T-shirts.
Did
No,
you-
it's you
did
just
you even-
have to give them the T-shirt.
Did
and
you
that's
even
it.
buy it though?
No, it's just it's one of mine.
Just something that you got for
Yeah,
free that you just.
exactly.
What did you do? You just walked around with no shirt for the rest of the day, or?
No. I went back to my hotel and I grabbed it and I gave it to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What made you
Answer the
choose?
question.
Last question. What made you choose her over the other two?
Or the other two. I felt like I had the most chemistry with her and I was most attracted to her.
The other
Lessons
one
in-
wasn't part of an insurgent group.
That's a good plus.
yeah. The hard part is she doesn't speak English, so I've been practicing my Spanish, so I've been doing pretty well.
Well, you learn English pretty fast. So.
That's true. We just watch a lot of English TVs anyway, so yeah, man, I'm excited.
Like Downton Abbey?
No, like lessons in chemistry because they had the most chemistry.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought he said English TV. I was just picturing like
we watch
old
a lot,
English TV
a lot of
shows.
Dairy Girls.
Oh, that's not English.
It's in English, bro. They're speaking in English.
Are they?
Are they? Yeah, I'm not sure
They're
that's true.
speaking English, man. All right.
Did you watch the Bob Marley movie?
One Love?
Yeah.
One Love.
No, I have not, but I'll tell you what we have is One Love. We are one.
Perfect. I guess.
All right,
guess
so
I'll
that's
go
pretty
next.
much it. Yeah,
You'll go
Gabriel,
next?
tell us
Okay.
what you've been up to, buddy.
Nothing as exciting. I didn't get married.
I mean, nothing we did was that exciting.
That's true. It's all just gonna go downhill from here.
Oh, we should have started with me.
Yeah,
last.
you should have finished.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to steal the thunder.
Thunder.
That's all right. This is your moment. I
Like
had a rotation, a clinical rotation for physical therapy.
Explain what that means so that our audience doesn't think that you're just spinning in circles.
Yeah.
So, aside from spinning in circles, my clinical rotation is I go to an actual PT clinic and I treat
And PT means?
physical therapy.
There you go.
And so I treat actual patients. I have a CI, otherwise known as a clinical instructor, who is my Mr. Miyagi throughout those 6 weeks.
Is he a small
Japanese?
Asian?
He was a tall Cuban man.
Oh.
Miyagi,
I said it.
He says his own name?
No, he was awesome. But I think that was definitely,
Who did he vote for?
I don't know.
They don't talk about
okay,
that.
They don't
Nice
talk about that. Okay.
But we had, I think me going to this clinic was definitely a really big morale booster. I think after being in school for 2 years and just being at academics and stuff like that,
Is
it's
your
been,
self-esteem all the way up here now?
Yeah.
That's how
Well,
we do it. Let's
yeah.
freaking go.
It's
How do you
just-
feel that Link got married before you?
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy for him. And it was honestly an incredible experience. When you get into a situation like with a group of people, like in a community, friends, coworkers, whatever it is, and it's just like you kind of just click, you gel.
No, I've never felt at home anywhere in my entire life.
Well, one day I hope that you do.
Right, me too.
But that was just one of those types of things where it's like everything just went well. Didn't feel like I was going to work or anything. I got along well with the patients. I was doing well
Nice.
in the setting that I was in, and I don't know, like it was one of those experiences that was very eye-opening and
That's awesome.
educational. And so that's pretty much what I was doing, spending most of my time. After that, I went
On your time off.
I went on a vacation. I had 3 weeks. I thought I had 2 weeks. And then I told my friend, I was like, hey, so what are we going to do in class next week? And she's like, we don't have class. We have another week off. We don't start until the 13th. And I'm like,
Let's go.
Yeah, that's why he told us, we need to go on break for 4 weeks. And then
Yeah.
it became 6 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
but in that time, I ended up going to California
California.
for about
Oh,
a
where
week.
he's from.
That's
with
where I'm
some
from,
friends.
baby.
I didn't go to your neck of the woods, but
It's okay.
I think
It's
I
a
saw
big
people
state,
eating.
so.
Yeah, it is pretty big. It's like its own country.
It's bigger than most countries.
It's true. But I loved it. I ate my weight's worth in tacos.
Ooh.
Had lots of great food.
How much tacos is that?
182 pounds.
Oh, man, I miss those days.
And so that it was amazing. The weather was amazing. Just because we went all over. We went all over SoCal. Went to Disneyland.
How was
Tried
that?
Disney.
Yeah,
over
tell us
there.
about Disney.
I mean, I'll preface this with saying I think Disney World is better.
Yeah.
It's bigger. There's more stuff.
Take
it
that,
offers.
California. DeSantis is beating you in something.
Oh.
I will say.
I think he hates Disney.
Oh, well, take that, DeSantis.
Link just became so politically
Yeah, what's
charged in these past couple of weeks.
It's because of the influence of his wife.
That's right.
Maybe she really is less Fark.
They're French.
She's French now.
oh, that's far.
Yeah, I don't think you can say that. We have to put an
yeah.
E. On
Yeah.
the...
You have to bleep that, Danny.
I will say, like, there were some, like, Radiator Springs was probably my favorite part.
I loved it. Ironically, I ran through that a couple of years.
You didn't drive through it?
No, doing a marathon. I didn't get to go to Disneyland, but I got to run through it, and like I just stopped in my tracks when I got to Radiator Springs. I'm not even a Cars guy, but it was beautiful.
No, it's honestly it's incredible. Like, you really feel like you're transported, like you are gone. Like the same way that you feel like you kind of feel like that in Star Wars, in Galaxy's
Or
Edge,
Harry Potter.
or in Universal. Like that's exactly how it feels for Radiator Springs, and the rides were phenomenal. The food was good. They had birria tacos, and they were actually like
Legit.
solid. Yeah.
Wow.
And then they have some roller coasters. I think that stuff was really cool, and I think that alone like was worth it. I think to pay a visit to Disneyland, like for someone that's like always in Disney World.
I remember it's been a couple of years, but I remember it's cheaper than Disney World because obviously they only have 2 parks, and I mean even the per park ticket. I think you told me you got comped, right? So you didn't. Yeah. So you didn't.
I don't even know. I still to this day don't know how much it is.
But it's a unique experience because I agree with you that Walt Disney World is better, but to go all the way out there and just see something different. What were some highlights, real quick?
Oh, like Avengers Campus is also really cool too.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
They had a bunch of Avengers walking around. Doctor Strange had a show.
Zombie Doctor Strange?
No. Cap and Scarlet.
America's butt.
Witch.
It wasn't Scarlett. It was Scarlett Johansson.
Black Widow. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
You mean the voice of ChatGPT?
You know they're getting sued over there?
Yeah. Yeah. They literally asked her, "Hey, do you want to be the voice of ChatGPT?" And she said no. And then they did it anyway.
Hey, we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm suing you."
Wow.
Oh man.
It's like her.
Well, that was the whole point. And no, they
Also, the guy's an idiot, bro.
Yeah,
He tweeted
her. Out her when they launched the voice.
and she's like, "Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue you." But anyways, Avengers Campus San Francisco was phenomenal.
Yeah,
as well.
I saw pictures.
It was
Repeat that
beautiful.
again?
San Francisco. That's how it's called, right?
Yeah.
From Big Hero 6.
Big Hero
Big
6.
Hero 6.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds cool.
You
They had,
thought,
like, the
you thought
big
he just didn't know
bridge
how
and
to
had the
say San
town.
Francisco?
Yeah, I was like, what's
Oh, I
going
left my
on
phone
here?
on.
Wow, very unprofessional.
I apologize.
Crazy.
We're rusty here.
So you were saying? It's been a while.
What else was it? Oh, their Tower of Terror was like a Guardians ride,
Oh, that's cool.
and that was amazing.
Different
threw
songs
me.
every ride?
No, just like because I've been on Tower of Terror, so it's like I know how it works, but it's like the way that they operated is very different and really like catches you by surprise, and it's really fun.
Yeah. They just permanently skinned Tower of Terror, right? It just is
Yeah,
Guardians.
it's just
right?
Guardians, yeah.
And
it doesn't look like an old like hotel.
They
It's
permanently
like,
what?
like it used to be Tower of Terror, now it just is Guardians.
But
permanently.
what do you call it?
Reskinned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, got circumcised.
People got upset about it. The ride aficionados. They're like, oh, we're losing more.
the Disney adults.
Yeah, the Disney. We're losing more history to
We're losing-
Marvel.
Yeah, and I was like,
More
honestly,
pleasure.
It doesn't matter because that Guardians Tower looks sick.
Yeah.
In not at Adventureland. What's the other one?
Radiator Springs.
Futureland, Future World, Future.
Radiator Springs.
San
Tomorrowland. San Fran, Tokyo.
2 parks. What are they called?
California Adventure.
And the other one.
Just Disneyland.
Disneyland.
All right, so Disneyland. So Disneyland, they had their what's it called? The indoor roller coaster.
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
Inner Space Mountain.
Hyperspace. Mountain.
Hyperspace.
Oh.
And apparently I got lucky because that I didn't know that we checked later, but they basically made a Star Wars theme.
They seasonally reskin it,
And right
but
before
they alternate back and forth.
right before you shoot up into the roller coaster, like it simulates like you going to hyperspace, and they play the music, and you got like TIE fighters, they got like green lights buzzing around, and you're just like going. Honestly, that was another highlight for me.
That's pretty cool.
But
Wow.
I rode that once. I think they reskinned it just for like a holiday here. Yeah. What was it was the Aerosmith one, right? That we rode together for
that one was really fun.
what
too.
is it? Galactic Nights. Yeah.
What else was fun about California? Honestly, just a beautiful place. You enjoyed it, right? You enjoyed your time over there?
I did, but I wasn't in the worst part of California, so
You were in the worst part?
I wasn't in the worst part of California.
Okay, your sentence is, I did enjoy it, but I wasn't in the worst part of it.
Yeah.
The only time you'd enjoy it if you were in like the worst part of California?
It sounds like you wanted to be
I
in the
enjoyed,
worst part.
however, I was not where Gabriel was, the worst part of California.
Oh, okay. But
But
it still sounds like
rude. That wasn't what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
you sure?
it sounds like you would have only been happy if you would have been in the worst part of California, right? That's what
No, what I'm trying to say is
I was happy, but
I enjoyed it, but that's because I didn't go to
which is
SoCal.
Santa Monica,
SoCal's the worst part of California?
Anaheim, California.
Southern California is the worst part of California.
Why? Explain.
It's too hot, too much traffic.
Is that what North Californian people tell you?
I don't know. I'm not from the north part.
Where are you from?
The central.
Okay.
The Bay Area.
It is a big state.
It is.
You mean by San Francisco?
Yeah, it's a Bay Area.
The literal worst part of California?
San Francisco?
Nope. I wasn't in San Francisco. That's 2 hours up north.
Anyway, SoCal was beautiful. The weather was beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
I
enjoyed Santa
we
Monica.
went to San Diego, Loma Linda,
Nice.
Santa Monica. LA, I can see if you
Yeah,
wanna
that's
say
what
Yeah.
I meant. LA. I meant LA.
Yeah,
I meant LA.
LA's too busy, too
I
crowded.
meant LA. I didn't mean
We
LA.
stayed in LA, and it is literally everything they say about it.
It's not, yeah.
And then we ended up going to a Lakers game, Lakers playoffs game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they suck, so who cares?
Okay.
You got to see LeBron.
That's true. That's true.
You don't know
Oh,
when you'll see that again.
Shaq's not in the Lakers anymore.
No, Shaq's
Oh.
on TBS, but on TNT.
TNT.
But he might
For
not
now.
be there for long.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that was California, eating and not sleeping well, and then that led up to a trip that was straight to New York, across from coast to coast.
Mm.
It was straight, like it was a
Direct flight.
direct flight.
Dang, how many hours was that? 5?
6,
Plus time
5 or
travel?
6, yeah, time travel. And then I got there on a Saturday, and I had to run a half marathon the next day, which I'd been training for, but I didn't train for in that last week, and that's the thing. I wasn't really running, and I wasn't eating well, and I wasn't sleeping well, so that was like,
Ooh, killer.
Who are you, CM Punk?
Mm.
Take that however you want.
And so I was a little like hesitant, also because I trained in Miami the whole time, so I wasn't really training there. It's all flat.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
the
You don't have
there's
hills.
Yeah.
You don't have
anything like
hills. Mm.
that. And so
Well, it's worse because I did it the other way, where I trained here and then went to California, and then the uphill was like, I was not prepared for this.
here's the thing: I didn't like do any research on the course. I didn't know anything. But everyone I asked, I was just like, yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. And they were like, nah, I think you're fine. Like people from New York, they're like, nah, Brooklyn doesn't really have many hills like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, sick, sweet. And I go like 2 miles in, hill, and I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. Whatever, we'll get over it. And then another mile in, another hill, and then
Another one.
And then there was one part where it was just like, I'm coming, like, we're going. It's like two-way traffic, so I'm coming down like this. And they're going, and they're like the people that are ahead, like are passing me going, and they're
sounds
going
terrible.
uphill. And I just kept going. I'm like, oh my goodness.
You have to go back all
And
the way.
but I kept going, and I kept going. I'm like, okay, it's gonna come out now. I'm gonna turn now, and it never came until like 3 miles later. And then I'm like, there's no way, man. And that's the thing. The back half of the race was insanely hill heavy, and like I was reading up on it afterwards. People didn't know about that. And people were like, it was so hilly.
Oh, why wouldn't you do it the other way around, where you start hilly and then?
I don't know, but that was
Wouldn't that just involve inverting the course? You would still occupy the same amount of space.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I will say, like, it was an incredible experience having, like, thousands of random people cheer you on, having signs out there, and like the scenery was beautiful, going like running through Brooklyn under the bridges through the town.
That's awesome.
It was amazing.
Was it a loop? Did you end where you started, or you end somewhere else?
And somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
And
What was your time?
it was like under 2. Like I wanted under 2 hours because I wasn't like, I just wanted to finish at the good time. So it was like, actually, I'll tell a story about that.
And this was a half, you said?
Half, yeah. So 13.1 miles. There was a pace runner.
Oh, I hate those.
Basically someone that holds up a sign that says 2 hours or 1:30, 1:45, and they are running with their hand with this thing up the whole time.
Yeah.
Dang, that's impressive.
And I was like, that's crazy. Well, then I see him, it's the 2 hour place. So I'm keeping up with him, and then we get to like kind of like the last mile. I'm like, okay, I want to pass him so I can go under 2 hours. And as I'm going and I try to speed up, I feel like a cramp in my right leg, and I'm like, oh. And then I remember I tried doing it again, and I felt it again, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way, because on the way there, like I had already seen people that were like toppled over, like medics attending to people that were just out of it. People were crawling. And
the visuals that are going through my mind.
Yeah,
right now.
it was like war.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be one of those people that just like collapses right in front of the finish line. So I slowed down, let them go. But like I kept my pace. And once I ended up making it, my friends could track me on the app.
Yeah.
And like my friend sent me a screenshot, and she was like, "Oh, like it's at like 1:59, like 22."
Oh.
So it was like right under 2 hours.
Barely made it. Nice.
So I was happy with that. But yeah, it was honestly such an incredible experience.
Yeah. My wife was tracking me when I ran, and the first time, it would tell her the time like 1:15, and she didn't realize that the time would keep going. She thought it was taking me this long to do the laps. She's like, "Oh man, this one took him an hour. He's never gonna finish." But let me ask you about those pace keepers. What are they like? Like, what kind of people are they?
High energy people.
High energy people. Are they young? Are they middle aged? Or
I'd say on the younger side.
Yeah, on the younger side. Okay, so they're volunteers in the Disney races, right? So they tend to be elderly people, and there's nothing more defeating than being outpaced by the elderly.
That's just an old
Yeah,
person.
yeah, it's just and I'm like,
at their leisure.
yeah, well, because they do Galloway method, so they'll be like, "All right, run," and then everybody runs, and then they'll stop.
Oh, interval.
Yeah. So then you're like, okay, you're good, but then like at 9 miles in, you're like, I'm not good. No, I'm not ready. I can't run, and they start leaving you behind, and then I'm like, I have to catch up, and I'm like, this man is 85 years old. What is happening? How is he able to do this? So,
Yeah.
That's why I'm happy for you, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Congrats. Do you have anything to show?
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
the medal.
Put it closer.
Put it really close to just hold it up to the camera.
Look at that.
It was designed by Miles Morales, upcoming artist from the Vision Academy
The
in
Visions
Brooklyn.
Academy.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I went to the F1 race down here in Miami.
And you were still wearing the medal?
All over, all around. Had to represent. But that was a lot of fun.
You've been wearing the medal ever since, actually. How many weeks has it been?
7.
Yeah, you've just been walking.
Just walking around with
You
it.
guys just did this immediately after we went on break, and
Yeah.
you've just been dragging your feet to come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So finally, what have you been up to, Josh?
What I've been up to. All right. Now you put the pressure on me because I'm like last. I'm just going to take like 5 minutes real quick, I guess. Well, back in what was the name of that episode that we did? Please Don't Stop the Music with Jeremy.
Right before we stopped.
That wasn't right before we stopped. That was like over a year ago.
Mm.
On that episode, we had talked about producing a play, and that was Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
And I got to work on that for the past year, and it's basically been my personality, and I'm so glad to be done with it.
Mm.
But I've mentioned before, I teach drama in high school, and the amount of work that we put in for the past, I would say over 12 months, because they did pre-production on it last school year before they went into summer. They pitched and planned and picked everything out, and we started auditions immediately when the school year started. So we've been going over these songs and these set designs and costumes, and this is the biggest production I've ever produced. I'd say it's bigger than like maybe every production I've done at my school combined.
Mm-hmm.
So the amount of work and the amount of community support that we got, help from parents, teachers, other students who weren't even in my class, and I called in every favor from everyone that I knew, whether it was to help with choreography or with music, or to donate, or to print stuff, or to help with lighting. But long story short, I needed those last couple of weeks to just lock in and do nothing but that. I just started creating like assignments for kids to randomly learn by themselves without me, because I couldn't be here. No, but all jokes aside, that I think it is the height of my professional career. Now at age 40, I think it's probably the single biggest professional accomplishment that I've done, and I just couldn't be prouder, and I couldn't be happier to be done with it and starting a new chapter in my life. So that's basically what I was doing, like practicing like till late hours of the night and working on production and design and things like that. And I had an amazing team that helped me out with that. And again, Jeremy, he helped too. So if you ever go back and listen to that episode, but that's what I've been up to. That's been my entire personality. And then the grind of the end of the year. Anyone who's out there who is either a student, which you were studying, right, the last couple of weeks before that, or whether you're an educator, you know, that finals, pushing content, you know, trying to handle discipline, a lot of other stuff is like it's a full-time job. And that's what I've been up to. So it's not as sexy as running a marathon, for sure.
Or getting married.
I don't know.
Sure.
Your biggest accomplishment compared to being married. I don't know. It's pretty up there, Link.
Yeah, you don't even know what being married is like yet. It's only been, you're on a probationary period.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. You guys are holding hands and stuff.
All the time.
Have you watched any shows together?
Yeah.
That's it? Just, yeah?
Downton Abbey.
I'm a private person.
Oh, okay. You don't want to share what shows.
I'm a private person.
So that's what I've been up to. Had a good time. Racking my brain, trying to figure out what the next chapter of this show is, right? Because
Yeah. I was going to ask you, what's next for you?
what's next for me? Oh, so that's like the big question. Now that everybody's like, oh, wow, what's the next big thing? I don't think there is a next big thing.
Yeah.
I think there's like a bunch of tiny stuff. So I think I'm big on, what's the word? I don't want to be typecast or like create an identity.
Pigeonholed.
Sure, that's a nice word. Because a lot of them are like, what's the next big Disney musical? And I was like, no Disney, no musical. So what's the next big thing for that program?
You should do The Emperor's New Groove, the musical.
That's a Disney musical.
Exactly.
And
You should do that one.
I also don't think it exists.
I'll make it for you.
Well, if you make it. Then.
The one who hates musicals?
I'll make it. And it'll be the one musical that makes me love musicals.
The one that you write?
Yeah. With my wife.
If you're still together.
Doesn't last that long.
Yeah. And for me, I don't know, I'm at a turning point, I think, in...
He's going to quit?
Every teacher's going to quit, like, every moment of every day of their lives. But, I don't know, man. I think that's where I am. I'm in a reflectionary period. Is that fair? At a crossroads, trying to figure out what the next move, what the next step is, you know? I don't know. I guess maybe we'll probably find out on this show.
We'll find out.
We'll keep searching.
What's next for you, Link?
Just not to get, like, to pass a probationary period with my wife. So yeah.
You gonna pass the time of probation?
Yeah. So make sure that I don't get divorced.
Does it count as? I think it's just annulled if you don't make it past the probationary period.
Exactly. But I mean, like, I don't really have much to lose. I have my cards, my citizenship.
Like your Magic, or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I'm a citizen. So, if anything, she's on probation, not me. With multiple people, me.
Oh, I'm so what?
God, the government.
Oh, okay. I was like,
so I'm.
She's
good.
hedging her bets. How many guys did she marry?
No, she's me. Okay. Just me.
Okay. What about you, Gabe? What's next for you?
I'm in my last semester of classes this summer.
Whoa.
So on campus, and then I have 2 more of those rotations.
Do you know where you're going for those rotations?
September I'll be going to Orlando.
Ugh.
And then January is my last one. I don't know yet. But yeah, I think at this point right now it's just to finish strong. Like the finish line is right there, so it really is just to lock in and get it done, because senioritis is literally hitting everybody.
How many times can you get senioritis in your life?
4 times, 3 times apparently.
However many times you're gonna go after a degree.
Oh, actually, I found out what's next for my life. Like when you win the Super Bowl, I'm going to Disney World.
Nice.
Yeah, because now that I'm free, I'm gonna take advantage of my annual pass.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna go on all them yummy rides.
You can eat them?
I don't know why I said it like that.
At
But
Epcot you can.
I am going to eat a lot, and I'm going to ride a lot. And hopefully one day Link will too. After the probationary period.
Yeah, you got to be a citizen to go to get an annual pass. So you know.
Yeah, you need Florida residency.
Yeah, for the residents, exactly. So let her get her citizenship first. I get that's next for me, like helping her in her citizenship test so she can pass.
I think it takes a couple of years.
You got it though.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to reach my hand over across the screen, and I'm going to also pat him on the back, and then I'm going to reach out to you at home. And anyone have any reflective final words?
No, we're about to have a great summer, and we're happy to be back.
And we're excited.
We got some exciting things for you guys.
That's right. We actually planned ahead this time.
Exactly.
I mean, we do all the time.
We always do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You might meet my wife.
Who knows? All right. See you next week.
Mwah. So long. And thanks for all the fish.